Don, regarding this whole idea of circumcision, people today are attacking it as a right. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I'm kind of with LZ, the CNN clip. Um, that whole idea, I found it rather interesting that in San Francisco they had managed to get this on the ballot. Interestingly, this was one of the biggest contentions in the early church. When the Christian gospel was first propagated, of course, it was among the Jewish people. The assumption was that it was a new brand of Judaism. And when God made it clear that the message was to go to the non-Jewish world, then many of the Jewish believers sought to impose the rite of circumcision upon the Gentiles or the non-Jews in coming into the faith, and so it became a bone of contention in the early church. In fact, it was sort of the prototype of many of those issues around whether Old Testament laws were binding upon believers. Paul approaches this in his writings in numerous places, but perhaps one of the passages that speaks to it most clearly is in Galatians, where in the church in Galatia, the Judaizers were attempting to impose circumcision upon the believers, and they were sort of bewitched and bewildered about this whole thing. And Paul writes, in Christ Jesus, neither circumcision availeth anything nor uncircumcision, but faith which worketh by love. And before that, we saw back in the book of Acts, in the history of the early church, when the gospel had gone to the non-Jewish world and the Council of Jerusalem had convened to try to lay down some ground rules on whether we embrace the Gentile believers without subjecting them to circumcision. The elders determined that they ought to impose nothing from the law of Moses, nor circumcision, which was pre-Mosaic, on the Jewish believers, and simply admonish them, not impose upon them, but admonish them to refrain from meat that had been offered to idols and from drinking blood. But certainly there was nothing binding in the New Testament. Circumcision didn't move across the Testaments as being the sign of the new covenant.
Well, Don, let me ask you this question. Do these groups who are opposing circumcision today, is there any merit to this whole idea of a psychological or an emotional effect upon a young baby boy, or the fact that it's mutilation? And I say that based upon the fact that, just me asking the question, if God is the one who initiated it, obviously He's the one who created us. He knows what we can take, what we can't take, the reason why He did it. It's like, why would God initiate something that today is causing a great deal of concern and, physical, psychological, and emotional pain upon people? I mean, they both don't compute together.
I believe they would be hard-pressed to find any real scientific, empirical evidence that that's the case. When you consider that some of the greatest minds in every field, in every discipline in the world, have come from the Jewish people, in the arts and literature, in psychology and the sciences, it didn't seem to impose any sort of handicap there. I'm sort of smiling as I'm thinking about this whole thing, because I really don't believe that there's any foundation whatsoever for those notions.